Revival always descends on the wings of someone who prays and seeks the face of God. God's looking for just a handful of people. It doesn't have to be an extraordinary group. In fact, my ministry, as I mentioned last week, really began because of one man who prayed. I'll never forget those days when God sent revival to Monroe, Louisiana. I remember we were in a prayer room and it was almost as though time stood still. We were praying and fasting, and for the first time I really understood what fasting meant. Fasting wasn't something that I had to do as a religious duty, but I couldn't eat. I mean, the presence of God was so real, and God was moving in such a mighty way that I had no hunger. I couldn't eat. And there was this sense all over the city, all over the community, that God was at work among the young people of Monroe, Louisiana. It began with a pastor who prayed, and I'll never forget, he said to me, he said, "Sammy, you pray and God will do extraordinary things." In my own heart, I thought this is impossible, because there were only about 3 or 4 young people in his church, and none of them were really interested at that time in revival or God working. But he said, "Sammy, I've been praying, and I believe God is going to do something special in our midst." You see, that man knew something I didn't know. That man knew that God's heart longed for revival much more than my heart or his heart longed for revival. He longed to work in his people much more than we long to see him work in his people. And so that man just agreed with God. Revival always descends on the wings of someone who prays, or on the wings of a small band of people who will cry to Him day and night. You read through the Scripture and you will find that God responds when people cry out to Him, when their hearts are seeking Him. Oh, we need a generation. We need someone today who will say, "God, I will be that person. I will be the person who will seek your face, who will come before you and seek your throne. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened to you." Those were the words of Jesus. And when we ask and we seek and we knock and we cry out and we refuse to give up, we keep asking, we keep seeking, we keep knocking, God will hear and God will answer our prayers. Revival descends on the wings of someone who is praying. Would you be that someone and allow revival to descend in your life?